Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 4 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 4 math and then click on view all lessons. So please make sure we're going to start with grade 4 math. We're going to start with the chapter division. The lessons we're going to cover today are division facts to 12, division facts to 12 word problems, properties of division, divide two-digit numbers by one-digit number word problem. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I am on grade 4 now is division. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is division facts to 12. Divide 88 divided by 8. So basically the division is repeated subtractions, right? We need to subtract 8 every time until we reach 0. So for the smaller numbers, it's okay, we can subtract again. But for the greater numbers, it is difficult to subtract over and over again. So 88 divided by 8 is 80. 80 minus 8 is 72. So we need to subtract until 0. You need to just count how many times you subtracted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we subtracted 8 11 times. So that means 88 divided by 8 is 11. So let's just start with the test questions. Divide 45 divided by 5. So we need to count a table of 5 until 45, right? Or you can subtract 5 repeatedly from 45 until we reach 0. 45 divided by 5 is 40. 40 divided by 40 take away 5 is 35. 35 take away 5 is 30. Then 30 take away 5 is 25. 25 minus 5 is 20. 20 minus 5 is 15. 15 minus 5 is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. And 5 minus 5 is 0. You need to count how many times we have subtracted, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be 45 divided by 5 is 9 because we subtracted 9 times. So the correct option is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Another way that would be more easier, like much easier, is you can count the multiplication tables, because for every number doing this repeated subtractions is not easy. 42 divided by 7. 7 times what number is 42? That is 7 times 6 is 42. So the correct option is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. If 35 divided by 5, which is the correct option? We need to count the table of 5 until 35. So which is the correct option? That is 5 times 7 is 35. So that is 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 7. Zero divided by 2. So 0 divided by 2 is very good. 0 it is, right? The correct option is 0. 5 divided by 1, which is the correct option? 1 times 5 is 5, so the correct option is 5. Option 2 is the correct option. Very good. 36 divided by 6. 6 times what number is 36? That would be 6 times 6 is 36. Very good. So the correct option is 6. Option 1 is the correct option. 55 divided by 5. That would be 11. Option number 2 is the correct option. 55 divided by 5 is 11. Option 2 is the correct option. 77 divided by 11, which is the correct option? That is 11 times 7 is 77. Option number 2 is the correct option. 77 divided by 11 is 7 because 11 times 7 is 77. That is 70. 70 divided by 7 is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is division facts to 12 word problems. So let's just start with the lesson. Scarlett had 42 rabbit stickers. She split the stickers evenly among 6 pieces of paper. How many stickers did Scarlett put on each piece of paper? So he divided into 6 pieces of paper, right? So you need to divide it by the 6. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. It is. The correct option is 7. Let's just start with the test questions. Irma can skate around the park in 7 minutes. How many laps she skate in 35 minutes? So you need to calculate how many taps she did in, how many laps she did in 35 minutes. So you need to divide it by the 7. So 7 times what number is 35? That is 7 times 5 is 35. So the correct option is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. 5 it is. Matthew has 20 pictures of New York City. He gives the same number of pictures to 5 friends. How many pictures does each friend get? So, which is the correct option? 20 pictures of New York, right? And he gives the same number of pictures to 5 friends. So, it would be 20 divided by 5. So, 5 times what number is 20? That is 5 times 4 is 20. So, the correct option is 4. Very good. That is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4 it is. Stucky had 120 cherries. She split the cherries evenly among 10 ice cream sundaes. How many cherries did Stucky put on each sundae? So, which is the correct option? That would be 12. Option number 1 is the correct option because 120 divided by 10 is 12. There are 80 fish at the pet store. The fish live in 10 tanks and in 10 tanks and each tank has same number of fish. How many fish are in each tank? So which is the correct option? This 80 divided by 10 is 8. Option 2 is the correct option. Katie need 12 peaches to make her famous peach pie. If Katie has 180 peaches, how many peach pies can she make? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Mitchell had 60 pine cones. She divided them equally into 6 bowls. How many pine cones are in each bowl? So which is the correct option? That would be 10. Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. At a certain restaurant, each table seats three people. How many tables will a group of 12 people need? So, which is the correct option? So, 12 divided by 3 is, that would be 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, that is properties of division. If 20 divided by 4 is 5, then 5 times what number? Sorry, the missing number times 4 is 20. We need to find the missing number, right? So if 20 divided by 4 is 5, then 5 times 4 is 20 and 4 times 5 is 20. Let's just start with the test questions. Is 4 times 7 is 28, then what number divided by 4 is 4? So which is the correct option? That is 28 divided by 7 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. If 20 divided by 4 is 5, then what number times 4 is 20? That would be 5 times 4 is 20, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. If 10 times 4 is 40, then 40 divided by what number equals 10? That is 10 divided by 4 is 40. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 1 times 5 is 5. Very good. The correct option is 1. Zero divided by 1 is, yes, 0 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Type a related multiplication fact for 33 divided by 3 is 11. So 33 divided by 3 equals 11. Then the related multiplication fact is 11 times 3 is 33. Option number 1 is the correct option. 0 divided by 8 is, yes, 0 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is divide two-digit number by one-digit number word problems. Scarlett's floral shop needs to mail 10 checks to the bank. If they can put 5 checks in each envelope, how many envelopes will the shop need to use? So that is 10 checks to bank. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. So the correct option is 2. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Scarlett's floral shop needs to mail 10 checks to the bank. If they can put 5 checks in each envelope, how many envelopes will the shop need to use? So which is the correct option? You have to do 10 divided by 5. So 5 times what number is 10? That would be 2. 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. A family need to buy 14 rolls of paper towel. If each package has 7 rolls, how many packages should the family buy? So 14 divided by 7 is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. The town picnic committee has $95 to buy watermelons. If each watermelon costs $6, how many watermelons that can committee buy? So which is the correct option? It would be 95 divided by 6. That equals 15. Option number 1 is the correct option. A teacher has $46 to buy workbooks. If each workbook costs $3, how many workbooks can the teacher buy? So which is the correct option? Forty-six divided by 3 is, that is 46 divided by 3 is 18. Option number 2 is the correct option. Oh, 15 it is. The correct option is 15. A group of tourists needs rental cars to get around the city. There are 53 tourists in the group. If each rental car holds 3 people, how many cars will the group need? So you have to do 53 divided by 3. That is 18. Option number 1 is the correct option. Jefferson County needs 27 pieces of pipe to repair some water lines. If each box contains 5 pieces of pipe, how many boxes should the country buy? So which is the correct option? County buy. It would be 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 4 math. Chapter we were working on is division. The lessons we have covered today are division facts to 12, division facts to 12 word problems, properties of division, and divide two-digit number by one-digit number word problems. So please make sure before the next session, complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.